Good morning, and thank you for joining us for today's episode of the Fiji Times headlines. Leading the bulletin today, after days of searching, the car and body of its driver, 18-year-old Taslim Ali, was recovered from the Rail River yesterday. More than 50 police officers, firefighters, and Navy divers were at the scene from around 7 a.m. until they were able to retrieve Ali's body from the wreckage that had been submerged in the river for the past 6 days. Ali was laid to rest yesterday evening at the Ndakena Cemetery in Baulevu, Nausori. Ali's uncle Sharif Dean said they had been praying and hoping that his nephew's body would be found so that he could be given the Islamic funeral rites known as the Janazah. And in other news, the Sai Prema Foundation, in conjunction with the Satya Sai Sanjeevani Hospitals India and the Ministry of Health, will help 20 children this week to undergo life-saving heart surgeries at the Colonial War Memorial Hospital in Suva. Director of the Sri Satya Sanjeevani Medical Center in Asese, Dr. Krupali Tapu said 76 children went through heart screenings last week in the Children's Heart Screening Center at the medical center.
Screenings happening, and 76 children have been screened so far for heart disease. Out of the 76 children, about 20 children have been identified for surgeries. So these are all surgeries for congenital heart disease. Now, what congenital heart disease is, it's a heart defect that a child is born with. It's not acquired. It doesn't happen after they're born. They're born with it. Some of these children can have symptoms, and some may not really have symptoms, but there can be complications and implications for later on. And so the whole process of screening and identification of children really begins with the echoes, doing echocardiography, which is basically doing scanning of the heart. We had Dr. Ben Anderson, who's a pediatric cardiologist from Brisbane. He was here. So he did the screenings together with Dr. Marianne Karai, who's a pediatric registrar at the CWM hospital.
The surgery teams include surgeons and medical professionals from Fiji, India, USA, Australia, and Oman. Led by surgeons Dr. Ashish Katiwa from the Satya Sai Sanjeevani Hospital in India, along with Dr. Sean Shetty from the United States of America. And the Minister for Health and Medical Services, Dr. Ifereni Wangainambete, is urging all Fijians to become regular blood donors. He stressed this while officiating at the opening of the University of the South Pacific's annual Health and Wellness Week. He said the gesture would save many lives. Meanwhile, Dr. Wangainambete said the event was a great platform of empowering students to make informed choices for their health and wellness. Dr. Wangainambete said non-communicable diseases was more of a social issue rather than a medical one. And in business, the global trend for the climate finance for 2018 was $453 billion, which the Asia-Pacific region is the largest recipient of. According to Oxfam, in the Pacific's climate finance advisor, Dr. Chale Samuai, the region receives a total of 67% of the fund, which goes to mitigation. According to him, the Pacific is the main sign to the world when it comes to the danger of climate change, as the needs are more towards resilience. And in sports, 2016 Rio gold medalist and former Fiji Airways Fiji Sevens playmaker Vatemo Ravovo has secured a contract with Utah Warriors Rugby Club in the United States of America. Ravovo signed with former All Blacks forward Adam Thompson to be part of the Warriors for the rest of the 2019 to 2020 season of the Major League Rugby in the USA. And the Nambronga rugby team is expected to field a new lineup when they take on the Skipper Cup defending champions, Suva, at the ANZ Stadium this Saturday. The Esala Naunga coached side kicked off the season with a poor performance against Nandi earlier in the month, going down to the Jet Setters 40-18 at Singatoka's Lawanga Park. Nandrunga Rugby President Tiko Matawala said the players have learned from their mistakes and weaknesses and are ready for the second round. Nandrunga Rugby Club has been facing issues on the first drainage of talented players that have moved to other clubs locally and overseas. And looking at the weather, a weak eastward moving trough of low pressure lies over Fiji. Expect fine weather for today apart from brief showers over the eastern parts and the interior of larger islands. Elsewhere, mainly fine with cool nights. And the outlook for tomorrow is for fine conditions apart from brief showers over the eastern and interior parts of the larger islands. And that is all we have for you today from the Fiji Times newsroom. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Instagram and Twitter. And also grab a copy of today's The Fiji Times for detailed reports of today's stories. Thank you for watching and have a great day.